But I don't know if people caught Tamra's pro move. When this fight starts to begin, she is sitting on the same side of the table while they're eating as Gretchen. But as she starts to confront her, you see her get up while she is talking and she switches sides of the table. So A, she could see Gretchen better, but B, and more importantly, so that the camera could have a better angle of her for the fight.
I've been saying it for years on here. I respect Tamra's game. She always knows her mark. She knows, she can see the whole episode. She can see the storyline. She could see where the cameras are, and she produces a soap opera worthy scene.
Lover or hater, she knows what she's doing.
Oh, she did it while still talking. She's like, okay, let's go.
It's the equivalent of a woman taking her earrings off, getting ready for a fight. A housewife doesn't take off her earrings. A housewife gets in the best camera angle for the fight.
We gonna stir it up and do things our way. So if you wanna move, get out of our way.
Hey.
It's PCP Monday.
That's right. We're taking you down to the OC.
OG OC. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Aren't you happy? Aren't you so happy that we're back?
I'm trying to think of a way to fit this shameless plug in so that you guys click subscribe and share. It's gonna be like, speaking of going down the OC, it costs you nothing. We don't drive down to the OC, but I was gonna be like, all you have to do is subscribe. It pays for the gas. I don't know. I'm grasping at straws right now. Just subscribe so you can stop hearing my shameless plugs, my terrible segues.
We're always grasping at straws. We're podcasters, right?
But I do, from the other side of OC, from the top of the heap, guys have a story for you. I met my idols from Orange County this week. Time for the clap.
Gather round, children. It's Jordan's story time.
I don't know if you guys saw we told you about it last week. I don't think I saw any of you there, but it's okay. I'll give you a pass. You probably saw on our IG though. I went to Kathy Hilton's fundraiser, the toy drive. For the Children's Hospital is at the Abbey, which is the same bar, the same one Heather Dubrow and Gretchen and Gretchers and Emily went to. It's mentioned this week. Well, it was there, and guess who was there? Oh, the Dubrows, both of them.
There we go.
I shouldn't be squealing because this story is not so great for me. So I had to tell Kathy something before she went in. It was like chaos. I needed to talk to her for a second. So I was waiting out front for her to arrive. And so I'm right at the sidewalk with a bunch of, publicists, photographers, all those kind of people. And I'm waiting because the black cars are driving up, the Escalades, the Tahoes. I'm like, each one, I'm like, is that Kathy? No, is that Kathy? Their car door opens and it's brunette. So I'm like, not Kathy. Holy crap. And I'm like, oh my God, it's the Dubrows. And at that point, I'm smoking a cig because it's stressful. And I know once we go in, but it's Dr. Terry Dubrow. And I immediately froze. This was like seeing a movie star to me. I'm seeing my penthouse occupants. And I got made fun of by everyone around me, the publicists, the photographers, because they saw me immediately go ghost white, and I put my hand behind my back and dropped my cig that I had just lit a few drags before they pulled up.
Like a child.
Yeah.
I'm glad they chastised you for that.
They said that. They said you were like a bad kid who got caught in school. I was like, I don't want this to be my impression. He's a doctor. I don't care if others see me smoke, but he could judge me, and I want to get up to that penthouse. So
He's a plastic surgeon. Oh my gosh. It's not like he's a cardiologist. I wouldn't want my cardiologist to see me smoking, but a plastic surgeon, I'm like, yeah.
He fixes the mistakes we cause to ourselves, the damage.
Exactly. Hello. He's got a show called Botched. He worked on The Swan.
Yeah.
Come on.
So that was my I was up close, but not too personal because I was so ashamed. I thought, oh, I'll see him again.
You will see him again
In
for
their
sure.
penthouse. No. And then one other was, you guys saw the pictures, Jennifer Tilly, who is so nice. I met her last year briefly. I don't consider that knowing her, but this time I got to talk to her and stuff. While I was standing out there waiting, I see this woman walking down the street. Everyone else is coming in cars, like car services, like the lineup. And I see her. I'm like, is that Jennifer Tilly? Is that Jennifer Tilly walking down the street? Did she park herself? Did she drive herself? And it was her.
Humble queen.
She was. And I actually ran across the street and was like, Jennifer? Now that she knows me, I'm like, I'm with Kathy. Come with me. And so
You're such a gentleman. Like, I mean, granted, it's Machiavellian though, because they're all for your like personal gain eventually. But you make such a great con artist. Like, if you really wanted to but you really just like want like these little trinkets and like things eventually in your life. Like, you're like, oh,
yeah.
But your grandmother did raise you right.
Yeah, those were my mention instincts. I was like, she should not be a fancy lady of her stature should not just be walking down the street alone like that. So I ran and I was like, come with me. And I delivered her to security at the front door and explained, she's whatever. And they brought her in. And then later on when I was inside, I was like, hey, bestie, because people were asking her for selfies. And you guys, I don't ever ask. Like, that's why I don't have a lot of posts. So when I get one, it's a big deal.
We're not selfie people. Like, we're not celebrity selfie people.
Yeah, if I go. So this time, though, I was like, well, we are friendly. And I was sitting next to her, not like besties, but in a group situation. And these people came and asked for selfies. And of course, she's so nice, of course. And then I was like, well, while we're at it, hey, bestie. So that was the big night. The Dubrows still don't know I exist. And this time it was by choice.
That's surprising, but I understand.
Yeah.
Again, your Machiavellian nature. You're like, no.
I'm patient. I'm very patient. Fixated, but patient.
You are very, very patient. Oh my gosh. You're the kid from the marshmallow experiment who was like, I will not eat the marshmallows for 15 minutes. In fact, if you promise to give me the entire bag, I will wait an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, I will hold out till I get what I want on my terms. Like, it could take years, but it will happen.
I am learning things from you. I can't believe it.
I don't like consolation prizes. But on that note, as we should get into, we'll talk about the lessers, the other Orange County.
Other Orange County people. Oh, I will say, okay. I was so happy when Peacock took off the like automatic, trying to force other shows upon us by all the putting these shows on. Like, you had to press cancel before a new show started, and like it was some show that you didn't want to watch, and you're like, and then it's stuck in your continue watching thing. But now they've done something different that annoys the shit out of me. Is that all of a sudden I thought that I had missed an episode, or that they had dropped 2 episodes of OC, and I was like, wait a minute, what is this? All of a sudden, like, it's episode 13. What? No. The fact that they are now calling like Real Housewives of Orange County episode 12 is actually the Watch What Happens live episode.
Oh.
Right. And so now technically this is what we are recapping is episode 12, yet they call it episode 13. I don't like this, Peacock. Nobody likes this. No. So again, grasping at straws. This is Peacock grasping at straws, trying to force Watch What Happens live on us.
Yeah.
Not everybody watches. I'm not a I do not always watch what happens live. It really depends on the person, on what's going on. And so, but other people do. And that is fine. I am not judging them.
Do you think the ratings are struggling or something with Watch What Happens? They're trying to force it. I mean, I like you.
They might be.
I watch it case by case. Who's the guest? Is it pertinent or something I want?
The only reason I can think is that they are either the ratings are struggling or the ratings have plateaued, and so they're trying to boost them.
Yeah, so sneak it into our lives.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't. It's like when your parents tried to put like broccoli in with your mac and cheese. Like, don't try to sneak a vegetable in to my carbs and fat. Like, no. Just wait till I want the vegetable.
Yeah,
and then I'll eat it. So yeah. So I don't like that. And then okay, look, this entire episode just started off on the wrong foot. First of all, I had to like be confused that there's a Watch What Happens Live first, and then be like, no, I don't want to watch this. Let me skip to the next one. And then the beginning of the episode confused me because it started halfway through. I was like, wait a minute, did I miss an episode? Because all of a sudden starts like halfway through with Gretchen, Gina, and Shannon and Heather talking about Temecula, and Shannon and Tamra and Tamra, Emily, and Jen talking in another room talking about LA.
Yeah.
And talking about the rumor start. And I was like, wait a minute. I thought this would be happening later in the episode. So this goes along with them foisting Watch What Happens Live on me. I was confused.
And they did not do a good job, because we talk about how much I love, like on, say, Beverly Hills, when it opens with the end scene and then rewinds back and you're in for an episode. This one, like I was like, did I hit I started adjusting the player thinking like, oh, did they automatically play the end of last episode? Am I in the wrong thing?
As an editor, I will say this was a bad call from whoever decided this. And this, you could say the editor, but the story editor had to approve this. The director of the episode had to approve this. Producers, like, there's a lot of people who said okay to this version. And I disagree with this version. There were different ways that you could have shown that this was a flashback.
Yeah, they could have done black and white.
They could have done black and white. There's several different types of filters, different types of things that they could definitely do, and they should have done it, because it was very confusing. And I'm sure there are many people who will comment, be like, I was confused too. I thought I had an aneurysm as well. They made us menopausal women think that we are the crazy ones, and we are not the crazy ones. Like, stop with the gaslighting, Bravo. Stop with the gaslighting. So yeah, I didn't appreciate that. Anyway, that's my bone that I had to pick, and I'm done. Well, I'm going to pick a bone with Gretchen later on, but we'll get back to that. When it's time.
I mean, like the opening didn't give us a lot. We had Jen and Ryan, so we know now they're postponing the wedding, right? The marriage is. She felt she was in a rush because her son Dawson is going off to the Marines, so she wanted to get it all done before. So. Okay, we know the real. I mean,
I decided, because I was annoyed by this and but then I was like, you know what? I'm a hypocrite. And like I said, I'm always here for the hypocrisy of these shows. And yet I'm also a hypocrite, because I say that I get tired of all the fighting. That seems like every episode is nonstop fighting. But then they're talking about day-to-day life things. And I'm like, this is boring. Let's skip to the good stuff. You know what I mean? So like, but also I find wedding planning talk anxiety inducing, mundane, and boring. So like, actually the anxiety, some other people do this too. You get so anxious, you actually you want to go to sleep. And that's what that does to me. Yeah. Having been a former wedding photographer, no, I don't want to talk about weddings. No.
Yeah, I mean they are not at the cloud. They're not at the level to get a wedding special out of Bravo.
Nope.
They're clearly at their timeline when they're filming this. We're halfway through the season. Maybe she realized she'd have to pay for the wedding for herself, and there would be no.
I mean, September's almost over, so they should be married by now if they are not, or getting married this weekend that we are recording. So I don't know. The only interesting thing that came out of that was that when they were talking about the trip, about how Shannon did not talk the entire ride home.
Yeah.
And Ryan was like, good for her. And I was like, you know what? I again agree. I agree. You know, while Shannon can, I think, can be rather juvenile at times with these things, I agree. I would have that type of, she's an Aries, she's a Ram, like stubborn as, like, yeah. Not just a Taurus. A Taurus isn't the only stubborn one, and Aries is very stubborn as well. So, yeah, I'm with that.
What else is there? I mean, we had Tamra, Eddie.
Well, it was the juxtaposition of Tamra and Eddie talking, and then Slade and Gretchen talking. Also, you had Tamra's new confessional look with her new boob job, full on display.
I didn't realize she had a new one.
I didn't either until that outfit, and I was like, "Oh, hello!" And I guess she said something. Granted, I didn't look this up, so I'm hearing it. I'm repeating it like third hand. That she said that the edit or the producers did something shady by showing her in that outfit. I was like, "Girl, you chose that outfit."
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking? Again, Tamra, stop spinning it that way.
As we see later, we'll get into it later. The woman always knows her angle. She knows her camera. She knows where her mark is.
You and I are going to talk about the same thing that we wrote down about the same. Anyway.
Yeah.
How you and I are like, we see each other. But this, I mean, it is interesting how Tamra talks about Shannon getting mad at her, and both setups are very expository. They're both like trying to justify, the women are both trying to justify their sides. But I do like that, like, Eddie doesn't always tell Tamra what she wants to hear. So their conversations don't feel as staged like Slade and Gretchen's side does, because theirs is very
scripted.
Yes. Because Eddie basically says, look, I don't think Gretchen's a good person. Like, I can't believe you're trying to be friends with her. Like, Shannon is harmless. She's just into herself. She's not malicious. And I'm okay with that. But Gretchen's evil. Like, he's basically like, I don't give a shit about Shannon anymore. She's annoying. But Gretchen, I put my foot down with. Like, where Gretchen spends the whole time trying to throw Slade under the bus and also trying to claim that she wasn't talking about music. And like, bitch, please.
Well, in a way, just as you were describing, I thought Eddie, in a way, is an ideal house husband, and that's we know. I don't think he works very much. We know the gym clothes and stuff, and that's not a knock at him. Because what I'm saying is, unlike Slade, he's not trying to get himself in the show. He's just like there for his wife. He's not. He's a model house husband. He does not fight in the you know.
He doesn't fight in the comments. He's there for filming when he needs to be. He stands up for his wife, but he also stands up to his wife as well. He's also, when you said a model house, he's also hot. Like, like him and Mauricio were like the hottest house husbands.
Do you remember the scene when Tamra, this is post-divorce, she's getting with Eddie, that like late night soft core? Oh God,
that was uncomfortable. Please, housewives need to stay out of the bathtub. They need to stop with
that. Was her slap in the face to Simon. You remember the
really
candles?
Was.
Yeah. But
I'm with a younger, hotter man. Hi.
Oh, but you were saying about Slade and Gretchen. One thing I love, and this is because we've been talking about her denial. Oh, we're married. We're married in the eyes of the Lord. We're married in our hearts. Production, when they cut, because this was, like you said, kind of like different couples catching each other up. And when Jen, Ryan, Tamra, Eddie, when they get to Gretchen and Slade is listed as Gretchen's life partner. They did not say husband.
Never. They will never say husband.
Yeah.
No. And also Slade, she says something about like Slade, you love to cause conflict. And I go, well, Gretchen, that says something about you, because you are the company that you keep. And you've been keeping trash in your home for 16 years.
Yeah.
Like, she keeps trying to like take a step away from Slade. I can't, you know, I can't stop Slade, like whatever Slade does. And I'm like, well, but the thing is that you're claiming that he's your husband and that you're life partners and that you're standing up for like him and da da da. Well, it needs to go. You can't just claim one thing and then the other. Again, like claiming that she's married to him, yet then claiming that she's not legally or financially obligated for certain things with him. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
And we know,
but she's trying.
And we know from the Katie situation that Gretchen and Slade are a team with production. They're in lockstep. It's not like she had no idea. He had to be ready for the FaceTime. This is not. So if it was Eddie who blurted something out, it'd be like, yeah, like he really doesn't. A normal house husband. Slade and Gretchen are a package. So she's just picking and choosing when they're a package and when they're not. I have to say, I was dying. And this could be the end. My issue with Gretchen too here is when they're talking and she's like, I just wanted to bring the music up. I can't believe you said that. But what made me think about her music is something she said in the press about how and they flash and I almost died. It's an article from Starcasm 2013. Everything Gretchen references is from another decade.
Yes.
She has different than Alexis. Like I said, she's mingling better with the group. So her season didn't fall flat the moment she re-entered scene one, but she is living in the past. Her
souffle is falling.
Her issues are from the past. Her evidence against Tamra is from the past.
Her quote unquote evidence. Again, don't make me defend Tamra. But this woman is making me defend Tamra because I'm just like, everything. Sorry, you said something and it triggered something that I wanted to say and then I forgot it.
Should I pull up the Starcasm? The Starcasm article from 2013?
Oh, this is what it is. Truly, everything that she's doing makes you want to believe, or makes me want to believe Tamra more. Do you know what I mean? Whereas before it was a bit murky because Gretchen wasn't on the show. And in a lot of ways, Gretchen and Slade wanted to come on the show because they wanted to prove that Tamra was evil and Tamra was wrong. Yet the more I watch it, the more I go, I think Tamra was right. Like Tamra's been telling the truth that this woman just keeps going after her. Tamra's got a temper and a fucking mouth on her. And does she say things at the wrong things at the wrong time? Yes. But I don't think she was not lying that she was cheating on Jeff, that Gretchen was cheating on Jeff at Bass Lake with some guy. Like these are true things. These are things that like when I think the problem that I have is that Tamra lies about small things, like small things. She embellishes things. She uses a lot of hyperbole, but on big things, she doesn't lie. And so that's what makes it hard to trust her at times, because she does those type of things. Also, what makes it hard to trust her is the one thing that, Gretchen throws Emily under the bus, which is not completely untrue. That Emily is like, I don't want to tell Tamra very personal things because I'm afraid she's going to use them against me later which also is another way of like building trust with somebody. So I also get that, like, I wouldn't trust somebody like that either. Yet when it comes to like things of truth like that, Tamra is right. So I think we have to look at like the different levels of honesty that people and truth telling that people have.
Gretchen is in denial of very obvious open things that are right in front of everybody. She asks you to ignore everything you see and hear. Like she's a
gaslighter, literally. Like this is I think I said a couple episodes ago, like it's Gretchen is Slade are the definition of gaslighting. They try to tell people that what they've seen and heard is not real.
Yeah.
Even though there's evidence to the contrary.
There is a new word I need to add that makes me, I've told you guys, I hate accountability now.
Yes.
Hate it. Ugh, stop it. It's old. Stop it. Well, and this is just this show. It hasn't spread yet. It hasn't caught like a virus through all of Housewives. Why this season do they keep saying shenanigans? It is so annoying. It is so stupid.
I've said it too on the podcast.
They said, I'm sick of it. Gretchen says it. The shenanigans. First, I thought they were referencing Shannon. Like, you know.
They have before, but
yeah, in that context, I get it. But then I was like, Gretchen said it about Slade or someone up to his I was like, stop trying to make this a word.
It is a word, but
no, it's like accountability though. It's like they're trying to, and I feel like when they're saying it, like when Gretchen's saying it, she's trying to be like, look at how fun and cute we are with our, it's very, no.
I don't disagree with you on that.
Yeah. And it also, it goes to two things, which is Shannon and that, but then also we know Gretchen's close with the prize of Sir Sheena Shea, and is her podcast or book, one of her platforms, I think, was called like Shenanigans.
Oh, her podcast.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, funny thing, actually, from the Watch What Happens Live that I was forced to watch with Tamra and Adriana from Miami. There was a question put to Tamra of like, who do you have a beef with? Like, who would you beef with at BravoCon? And she said Sheena Shea, and it was because of the Gretchen thing. And then Andy asked the same question of Adriana, and she said it's Sheena Shea as well, because Sheena caused a problem between Adriana and Captain. Oh my God, his name is escaping me right now, but Captain Cutie, the one from Down Under. The really hot one. Somebody write it in the comments. I'm gonna think of it as soon as we get done, and I'll think Captain Jason, because like they had like a flirtation or whatever, and then Sheena basically like threw Adriana under the bus. God. And so like, yeah, Sheena causes problems. It was very interesting. Like,
if I were Sheena, is Sheena going to be at BravoCon? If she is,
sure, of course she is.
I mean, she would like it, to be honest. She would love the attention. There's nothing she won't do. But I would personally erase myself from the Bravo having Tamra and Adriana. Don't forget what Adriana's not afraid to throw down. That's Joanna Krupa. Now you have Tamra.
Honestly, those two, no.
Sheena,
I
you're gonna
fight with a Brazilian woman. Absolutely effing not. No.
Yeah. Count your days, Sheena. It's not gonna end well for you.
Also, people were talking about like, there's a lot of like memes about like what's up with Tamra's ear, and I think I'd said it on like one of the first couple of episodes of like, since she's had her facelift, she cannot wear her hair behind her ears anymore. Mm-hmm. Like, and she's tried to do it a couple of times, and like she did it in her like the bedroom scene when she and Heather ate food, and she showed the photo of Jen for the first time. And then I was really surprised she went on Watch What Happens Live and had her hair behind her ears, because I was like, the type of facelift she got, it just shows it has changed the shape of her face in that way. Mm-hmm. And it's a very good facelift. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that like when you have certain types of facelifts, you have to wear your hair differently. Yeah. Or like brow lifts or eyebrow lifts, you know, things like that, or neck lifts. You have to wear your hair differently. And listen to your hairdresser. Listen to your hairdresser. Yeah. Tamra, please. Okay. Actually, let's talk about Tamra taking Sophia to the Musicians Institute for a tour, because this was like, we've seen this before, literally.
It was, it's up on our social media too. But I couldn't sleep thinking about it. It was, take it back, season 1, guys, Beverly Hills. When the I call them the Vanderpumps. When LVP and Ken took their son Max to tour that music school in Hollywood, where Vanderpump was terrified, walking over used needles as she steps out of her Bentley with,
It's a tourist area, guys. I can walk there. It's 5 blocks away from my apartment. I can walk there. Like,
Yeah.
don't get it twisted. Are there some crazy people? Yes, but there's crazy people in every city. So, like, there's crazy people in Beverly Hills. Believe
Yeah.
me. But truly, it almost was like shot for shot the same tour that Max and LVP got, that Tamra and Sophia got.
Same guide too, guys. That's what we put up on social media. Went back to season 1. I just couldn't let it go. And remember, this took a long time because just so you guys know what goes into this. The apps, these streaming apps won't let you screenshot anymore.
No.
I literally had to line up and then get another phone, borrow a phone to take a picture of a phone so that I could line these up. It's Paul, the same one. He's good for him. It's 15 years later. He's still there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, job security. There you go.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I want to say too, I wanted to tag him in the photo. At least he's not like that lie detector person. His account is private. His bio says family man. He has no interest in becoming part of because I was like, he should be a BravoCon. He's part of history now. Like Walter or whatever, on
Walter.
But I guess he's not interested in our.
Well, I thought it was a really sweet moment, actually, when Sophia said that Tamra was her biggest fan, like during the confessional. That made me good. Like, you saw Tamra get a little teary. It made me a little teary because I was like, "Aw, that seemed very genuine." Like between the two of them, I was like, "Okay, God damn it, stop humanizing Tamra Judge for me." Okay. Anyway,
what?
Then we have we had more mother-daughter stuff when Jen takes her daughter Everly to get a facial, and then butters her up to ask her to be maid of honor, to be like, please don't think me getting married is weird.
Yeah. The whole Ryan feels like a partner. Their father was more like a co-parent.
I had like a friend of mine, friend of the pod, and I, who we both come from divorced families. We're both like kind of cringing at this. Like I get where Jen is coming from, but it did seem like she was like trying to two things. It's okay for her daughter to have two emotions at once, to be sad that her family is not her family anymore, that like the way she grew, especially because she's still a teenager, and that and to also be happy for her mother, that her mother's getting what she wants in her life. It's a very confusing place to be, and I'll be honest, like 20 some odd years post my parents' divorce, I still have those feelings at times. Like, it's just something that and I think that as human beings, we need to be allowed to hold that. And I'm not going to say hold space because I freaking hate that term. But we need to
shenanigans.
Exactly. But we need to be able to hold both emotions and be okay with people. It's not contradictory. People are allowed to have complex feelings, and that's what it is. Second of all, though, while Jen is explaining that she wants a partner in her life and stuff like that, I was like, you can just Gretchen and Slade it. You don't have to get married.
Right.
Like, I think there's two things. I think A, Jen can't be alone. And B, she's also trying to whitewash her affair with Ryan. Like, if they get married, then it justifies her leaving Will the way that she left him, because it's very hard to leave somebody when there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the marriage. Do you know what I mean? And that's why a lot of times people do have affairs, is because it is an easy way out of the relationship. It's a lot harder to just say, I'm unhappy and I think we should leave. I think we should end this. It's very, very hard. So an easy way out is to have an affair.
And Ryan now is her life. I mean, she has the show now, but she's still, what is she? She's on season 2 full time. She's not making $500,000 or $1 million a season yet, but she has income finally.
Mhm.
Ryan is her lifeline. He owns the house. Her children live with him. She lives with him. He provided the car. So I mean, in a way, that's where I felt bad for the daughter, because I'm like, we know what the underlying message is. Please accept Ryan. He's our lifeline right now. We need him. Your future. You want to go to college, your dad's not paying. He'll have our dog co-sign your student loan to get out of paying for it. So
yeah,
it is that kind of awkward. Like, I thought about like those old movies, like go kiss, I don't mean kiss romantically, but go give your stepfather, your evil uncle stepfather, a kiss on the cheek. He was very nice to you. Like,
yeah. And I think the thing is that we don't think that Ryan is that type of guy per se, but that's the feeling. It's like it's that like she owes that Everly like owes Ryan something, and she doesn't. But she's too young. She's still in high school. She's a senior in high school. So, it's tough. It's a tough age. Anyway, that's my opinion there.
You didn't say it right. That's my opinion.
It's because everybody says it that way.
That's always welcome, by the way. Unlike accountability, shenanigans.
Or holding space. Like, no. But we will hold space for, that's my opinion.
I'm waiting for you guys to compile a list of things I can stop saying. You can't bring in other people from other shows as references to like. Okay, but we're getting to the meat of the. Oh,
by the way, though, we reached 2,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah,
we did this past week. We did it. I'm so excited.
But don't stop subscribing. Yeah. Don't stop
subscribe. Please keep subscribing. If you just found us, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share us with your friends, share us with your facialist and your divorce attorney, please.
Yeah. Well, we are getting to the meat of the episode now, which is Gretchen's self-defense journey. Or not journey, I'm sorry, Gretchen's self-defense class, event, whatever you want to call it.
Her showing up in her like leftover role-playing outfit, like her like Gretchen Rossi Housewives Raiders, thing that she probably wears with Slade when their daughter's out of the house, it's just gross. Like, the fact that she's like I didn't plan on making it a costume. Bitch, please. Nobody believes you.
Right. The main part is she was like, I was just putting it on. I was like, oh, I thought, that ponytail that's part of a costume, that's not her hair. That she had this whole outfit on hand. Oh no, I just looked in my Laura,
these brand new shiny combat boots, not broken in whatsoever. Like, at least Tamra really rides a motorcycle again. Like, let's take it all the way back to the Harley Gretchen's first season. Like, God damn. Oh my gosh. I was like, she loves a costume. JonBenet Rossi loves a costume.
I think Tamra called it out in her confessional. Like, I don't know what we're going to, but she'll be wearing a costume.
She did. She absolutely did.
So this was the idea behind the self-defense class or Gretchen's reasoning is these women. Gretchen claims to have had a stalker, and I was like, his name is Slade. You live with him, but like, I don't know who else has invaded your life, but
it's the guy. It's the Bass Lake guy.
Which we know is a lie, though.
She won $523,000 in a defamation case against him, and she's had a restraining order. Look, this is the problem with Gretchen, is that I don't like not believing a woman over a domestic issue, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But this also seems to be, again, we see her double, tripling, quadrupling down on lies to make herself seem better. And this seems to, this entire situation seems incredibly messy, where she seems that, you know, I don't want to, because I'm not completely read up on everything, but nothing was a criminal case. It was only several cases with he sued her for defamation. She sued him back for defamation. Somehow she won. She also did get a restraining order against him. That he can't. So maybe there was like online, stalking or harassment, something like that. I'm not saying that it's okay, if he was, but also she had a relationship with this man. Mm-hmm. She had a sexual but that's where a lot of stalking comes from. Ex-boyfriends will stalk their ex-girlfriends, things like that. So it's very murky, and I think she likes it being murky, if that makes sense.
She's an unreliable narrator.
Thank you.
Yeah. You nothing, we watch her over and over again at this point lie about things she literally just said on camera.
Yeah.
It's like she doesn't believe this is all going to be played back.
She forgets how the internet works. She forgets how video cameras work.
Yeah. Though, who doesn't need the security class, have to throw it in. Heather explained why she doesn't need it.
Yeah.
Because she lives on the 38th floor and has 12 security cards downstairs.
Yep.
She lives in a billionaire bunker, and that will be my last mention of it for this week. So
for this week, okay. I did think it was interesting that they just kind of threw out that Shannon's had a stalker too, which I didn't. That was very under the radar there.
Well, yeah. What is this about? Are these fans? Okay, I know they can't break the fourth wall, or they do sometimes, but they're not going to insult the audience here and say we need these as public figures because we have crazy fans. If they said that, who have parasocial relationships because our job is rooted in social media and we have to be nice and let people into our lives. If they explained it that way, it would have made more sense than being just average stalkers. Someone was so obsessed with Shannon Beador. A man saw her from across the Quiet Woman. I was I don't know where that's coming from. Not doing so. That's a little mean. Shannon's not worth stalking, but you know what I mean. I was I felt like they should have framed it that way, but they can't.
No, I don't think I don't know. But I will say this. People are crazy. So
yeah. And
they surprise me every day. So the one thing I'm never surprised at is by how much people can surprise me every day. I think that's the one thing.
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh, as in be they did that whole scene, with the pull up, the stage, they're pulling up and they have the guy scare them. Tamra was funny. Her reaction, first of all, shoving Emily, the mother with young children. Gina. Shoving Gina. Shoving Gina, the mother of young children, in front of her to take the bullet. Really sweet. And then when she said if I had a heart attack, I could have sued Gretchen. Well, all I'd get is a bag of groceries and a Facetune subscription. That was good.
Oh, man.
And then...
I hated that thing, too, is that it was so... to me, they got so scared, and I was it was very unrealistic though too, is because first of all, they are sitting ducks there and they're with a driver that they trust, and then that driver is told not to drive, not to leave, whereas they're drive, and also can you please roll up the windows?
The window thing was
they are doing what they need to do to protect themselves, yet it is not being done for them. Do you know what I mean? So it's really a false setup, which I thought was actually somewhat irresponsible. You know what I mean? Like, and also, but then when they're being, so, you know, they're split up into these groups, and there's the groups, you know, with Heather, Shannon, Gina, Gretchen, and they're like got their hands up and they're doing the things with the elbow. I love how like Gretchen organized this thing, yet is in the least practical outfit for doing anything. Even Heather is dressed appropriately to do these things, although she's still wearing her ring. But like, which
the
I
ring
actually
is a weapon, actually.
The ring is a weapon. Although part of me goes, I wonder if she was wearing a fake ring. Do you know what I mean? For something like this.
Like a costume.
Yeah.
Just in general, women in
dupe.
Beverly Hills often do that. The good stuff. It's because of robberies and things. They are. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was wearing a dupe because she's like, I need it for filming, but I don't want to like hurt myself or like hurt it.
And I can't trust these pores I work with.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows what Gina might do? You know, her casita. Anyway, but yeah, it's like she's in the worst possible like outfit. Gretchen, like I was like really like because she's like, it's all about, at least I look good. Like that's what she does. Like, of course, Tamra's a great shot with everything, and I love it when like at the end when they do that contest, she's like, I'm a sniper with my words. Of course, I'm a great shot. And I was like, fuck, that's a good line. But then we finally go to the conversations that were shown at the very beginning of the episode, but now we get the full on, the quote unquote full on conversations.
This is where we're getting. This is where the women kind of divide up. It's the lunch after, and they're doing their kind of in their groups, catching each other up on their trips to Temecula and LA. Gina, I have to say, Shannon was good. I don't think Shannon realizes now that her feud with Gretchen, I'm sorry, Shannon's feud with Tamra is in the shadows now. It is the focus. So when she was going in, the focus is basically Tamra versus Gretchen. So when Shannon's making this moment that Tamra turned to me and said, my dad is an alcoholic, Gina was like, whoa, that's not how the convo went. You're trying to create a moment that didn't exist.
Yeah, she just turned it up to 11. I was like, no. Like, because it's like she was hyping up. She wanted a bigger response from everybody. She wanted to play the victim there.
Yeah, she said that I rewatched how Shannon phrased it a few times because there were a few things. She said it is, not was. She said she turned to me and said, your dad is an alcoholic. When what Tamra said we know is, didn't your dad have a drinking problem or something? But she was like, in the moment, she said, Gene the Machine is a drunk. He beat me. Like she was just like.
Well, that's what she was not saying that, but that's what she was trying to imply that Tamra was saying. That, you know. And again, like, I don't think that Tamra's in that position. I mean, it really is, because then when the other group was talking about it, like Emily and Gretchen, Emily and Tamra and who else was there? Jen. Emily says, you're just in a place where you can't say anything to her without her blowing up. So it's basically like, just shut up. Emily was basically like, just shut up, Tamra. Just don't say anything to her about that stuff. Even if you think you're being helpful, you're not. So just, you're not going to win. Yeah. Which is true. I feel like somebody needed to like say to her, like, just stop.
That was another thing I caught where Shannon, because I agree with that. Tamra isn't in the place. Shannon is going to take everything the wrong way with her. I get it. That was an intimate moment, and maybe she was like, don't talk about my dad. I don't like you right now. So I get that. But when Shannon tells Gina, who's trying to calm her down, if anyone else had said it, if you had said it, I would have reacted the same way. No, that was Tamra and Tamra only. Shannon, Shannon, this at least this portion of the feuding of the season has now shifted away.
Well, let's shift away from that, because who gives a fuck about that anymore? Let's go back to the singing, because I will say this: when Emily tells Shannon tells Shannon, when Emily tells Tamra about the song thing and the fucking the boy bander. I'm not even going to say his name. We said it one time and whatever. People can look it up. They're bleeping it out so much. I was like, okay, fine.
Yeah, they probably don't want some kind of suit.
Yeah, they don't want a suit. And even though it's out there, I'm not going to repeat it again. That this boy bander, the affair with the boy bander, or sleeping with the boy bander just that one time. Like, at least Tamra's like, what? You can tell she's just like this is the most absurd thing ever. At least she admits that she cannot sing. She's like, I can't sing. She's like, no. But then when Jen is like, because there's just more talk about how much like, I can't believe Gretchen keeps going in on this, and basically like Gretchen's obsessed with me. But Jen in her confessional is such a liar, pants on fire, because she says, I've gotten to know Gretchen and the last thing she wants to talk about is Tamra. And it's like, no, because excuse me, then like next scene, Emily says that Gretchen is telling them that people send us stuff all the time about Tamra unsolicited and we don't do anything about that. And Jen's response is, that's what she tells me. So wait a minute. So apparently, according to Jen, Gretchen doesn't like to talk about Tamra, but also that is the inception point of your entire friendship with Gretchen. Like, talking shit about Tamra. Like, that's what it is. So again, you're lying. Like, stop. Divorce yourself of this, like, albatross. Like, please. You were better with Katie.
Yeah. Jen and Gretchen are kind of in the same boat where they both are obsessed with proving that they have to take Tamra down to prove what good people they are, because they cannot handle being the bad ones.
You know who that's reminiscent of? Heather Gay.
Yeah.
Heather Gay is like that. Cannot stand looking like the bad person.
And it's always like circling back to like how wholesome I am. Everyone. Yeah. Constant victim. Constant victim. Where was I going with that?
I'm sorry. I did.
No. I just got lost in the dark. Heather Gay.
Oh, them like doubling down about showing how much they're the good person all the time.
Yeah. And so that's why I think, except Jen is slowing it down a little. She's being civil with Tamra, where the way she said, Gretchen does talk about that all the time, all the info she's banked on Tamra. I think I don't know if she's been telling Gretchen, slow it down with Tamra, because this is all you have to offer, or this is all you're talking about. But they're allies of convenience.
Absolutely. I also think that like Jen just can't keep her lies straight. That's probably why her affair was found out pretty quickly.
Spread through the streets of I forget the name of their neighborhood.
Ladera.
Yeah, Ladera Ranch. Yeah.
Ladera Ranch, that's it. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. When they going back to the shooting competition, because Gretchen plays that whole like damsel in distress, like, I don't know how to shoot, da, 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 da. And then she's like, at least I look good. Again, like we can see what's important to Gretchen, and it is all about looking good. It is all about appearances.
It reminded me of that at the sleepover last week on this show. I was saying her behavior annoyed me. I was like, I'm so like, it was fake.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm so silly. We're so silly. It was so fake.
So fake.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm a damsel in distress. Like, at least I look good. I brought you all to learn self-defense, but like, it's really just to defend me. I don't know, you guys. I can't defend myself because my outfit is too tight.
Yeah.
I can't defend myself. Like, I can't use my hair as a weapon because it's too expensive. I have to return this hair.
Return.
Even though there's a chain in it and I could use it to strangle somebody. But no, I might sweat and I don't have the right filter for that. Anyway, okay. They got lunch from, and I could tell where this lunch is from. It's from Mendocino Farms, and I could tell from the couscous.
Oh, and because I eat at Mendocino Farms. There's one up here.
I love Mendocino Farms. I love that. Yeah, it's that spiced curried couscous. I was like, that's what it is. And Jen called it corn. And I was like, girl, you know that ain't no corn.
I don't know. Jen was funny. She's like, I might be from Oklahoma, but believe it or not, I've never held a gun. So I could see her not knowing couscous.
No, she's been in Orange County long enough. Like, she's seen the couscous. Like, well, no, I don't know. Maybe. But you'd eat it and you'd be like, this doesn't have the like texture of corn.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You bite into it. Even like creamed corn, like wouldn't taste.
We have never accused her of being a genius.
A Mensa member.
Yeah. I actually put it in my notes for this segment. I called it the snack time confrontation. Yeah. It kind of reminded me, like, as a kid, when you go to, like, say, say 5th grade or something, birthday party at a skating rink or something like that. And you do all that, and then there's a separate party room, and it's not very, and it's just like, yeah, like Costco pizza, Costco sheet cake, 2 liters of soda. I felt like they were like after their group activity, they had to go and sit there and like have their cake. And
well, they do. They have to have their cake and their
open presents. Too. Yeah.
So it's very much interesting because Gretchen, she says a little bit later, but this goes into the whole thing of like what I'd written down, at least from the beginning of this, is that Gretchen is thinking that she's annoyed at Emily for bringing up about the singing affair, Tamra singing affair thing at the Beverly Hills sleepover. And I was like, no, you are not annoyed with her because this is all calculated. You brought Fireball on purpose to start drinking it because you knew that Emily would tell Tamra about this and you knew that Tamra would blow up. You knew that you would start drinking Fireball in front of people. People would say something and this would happen.
This is where I have to, unless something was cut out, and I'm in agreement with you, but I caught something with this. Where I obviously did Gretchen ask Emily to run and tell Tamra? Obviously, she's doing that. It's that that's what I've wondered too much, because when they're sitting at the table and this is where the fight kicks off, Emily looks at Gretchen and goes, "Are you drinking Fireball?" Gretchen tenses up. She knows exactly what's coming. The body language, like she'd been not caught, but she knows, okay, the fight's about to kick off. I wonder if she ran and orchestrated this because Gretchen needs moments. She's trying to earn her place back. And the way in every confessional, I hope they don't tell her. Please don't go tell her. Don't tell Tamra. It's a setup.
I think it is a setup. I don't know. I'm 50-50 on whether or not she told Emily to tell her, because I also think that Emily is annoyed by the whole like don't tell them thing, because later on, Gretchen tries to hang it all on Heather and Emily. Being like, but they're the ones that asked me to asked to hear it. They're the ones that told me to call Slade, and they're like, excuse me, you're the one, like we said she recorded a song and you immediately said, yeah, when she blanked blank. And we didn't ask about that. That's not like, you didn't have to say that. So I think it's kind of 50-50, but I don't know if people you caught it because we mentioned it at the beginning, caught the Tamra's pro move. This is what a pro she is at being a housewife. When this fight starts to begin, she is sitting on the same side of the table while they're eating as Gretchen. But as she starts to confront her, you see her get up while she is talking, and she gets up and she switches sides of the table. So A, she could see Gretchen better, but B, and more importantly, so that the camera could have a better angle of her for the fight.
I've always said it. I've been saying it for years on here. I respect Tamra's game. She always knows her mark. She knows she can see the whole episode. She can see the storyline. She could see where the cameras are, and she produces a soap opera worthy scene. And yeah, when she stood up, and I was like, oh, is she gonna go in? No, she was like, let's get so we can get the face to face, the angle.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
love her or hate her, she knows what she's doing.
oh, she did it like while still talking. She's like, okay, let's go.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she's like, I mean, it's the equivalent of like a woman taking her earrings off, getting ready for a fight. Like that's what a housewife does. A housewife doesn't take off her earrings. A housewife gets in the best camera angle for the fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She nailed it.
It was pro.
Give her an Emmy.
It was pro.
Give
It
her
was
an
pro.
Emmy. Yeah. She always knows her mark, and that's what makes her a good housewife, easy to work with, I imagine.
I think so.
You don't have to direct her a lot. She knows she's
just like, and as much as like I don't like this housewife, but Teresa Giudice, like that's what everybody said about her. Like she knew her mark, she knew what to do. She was very nice to the crew. Like she took care of them. Like that's what everybody said, and she was always there for filming, like everything like that. So it's like it's one of those things. Like know what you're doing. Know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Lisa Rinna was another one. Knew her angles, knew where to sit, knew how to set herself up, like everything like that.
Lisa Rinna was a seasoned soap opera actress. So
exactly.
As
we talked about before. But yeah, it's like I would say like it took like Kyle Richards didn't kind of realize that. It took her a lot longer to realize that stuff. And she had been a child actor.
Yeah.
But it took her longer to kind of figure those type of things out. So yeah, I'm trying to think of another housewife. No.
Bethany.
Yeah, Bethany.
Bethany knew a scene. I don't know. Bethany knew how a scene. She knew how to dig in. Like, okay, let's talk about this. Like,
yeah.
But.
And she knew how to bring it up. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say Gretchen does, but it's Emily. And first, it's Slade's fault. Now Slade and her are not partners. He said it, not me, not my fault. But it's not just Slade's. It's also Emily and Heather's fault. It circles right. Everyone is at fault but Gretchen at all times.
Everybody.
Maybe that's why Gretchen likes having a loser partner. He makes her look better.
I mean, honestly, sometimes I've enjoyed dating a dumb man because I feel smarter. Like,
she always has to be
I understand the
best
appeal.
Yeah. If she can blame him, what can he do? Say, no, it's not me. She'll take away his allowance. So.
The one thing I wish, because Tamra, it just becomes enraged. And I understand why. But this is the one thing I wish her therapist would work on her with. Maybe they are, or to go into anger therapy. Not that I want a calm, cool, and collected one, but I would enjoy a more focused, angered Tamra for her fights. Like if she could fight like Bethany, like the way Bethany could fight with you with just her words, that was just like fireworks, like beautiful to watch at times. But there was a lot of passion and there would be a lot of anger behind it. But Tamra will just yell at you when but I also get like it's almost like that gif from the movie Clue with Madeline Kahn and like the Mrs. White, like flames on the side of my face, flames. Like that's what I see. But she gets so mad and then she's yelling at Gretchen and of course flips her off. But and she's like, I know so much. Gretchen's saying, I know so much about you, all these things that you wouldn't want to get out. Tamra, in Bethany's style, is like, mention it all. Like she's daring her to like say it, but she won't. And then even in her confessional, like the producer says, what is it? What are these things that you could say about her? And then she just gives this look and then she goes, next question. And I was like, no. You're a flop.
Mm-hmm.
You're officially a flop. Because if you came on here to out her for this stuff and she is daring you to, she's giving you permission to do this stuff, then you should do it. Then you have not only this confrontation at this, but you also have your confessional time to do it. They've asked you to do it. You have nothing then. If you have something, I will be shocked, but I believe that you have nothing.
Yeah, where are all these insider? Where are all these these tips coming from? By the way, again, I bet you these were MySpace messages from like season 3, and that's what she's referencing.
Oh, look, people can make shit up all the time and lie, and I'm sure people like send tons of shit to them. But if they flesh, and I'm sure Slade is on his computer, you know, typing away, trying to figure out if it's real or not. And I'm pretty sure that he finds out that 99.999% of it is not real. And so they don't have anything.
Well, I would like to know too is what left do they have to take Tamra down with? Tamra has gone through a divorce. She's the gym closed. She's disclosed her issues with her children. What are they going to say?
Honestly, they've gone after Eddie's sexuality. You know what I mean? They've gone after her marriage. Like she has a CBD line still, and she's got her podcast, and she has Housewives.
And we've seen her be the biggest villain in Housewives, as I say, America Housewives. What's going to shock us at this point? She doesn't really. One thing, she doesn't lie about her background. It's not like she says she came from great wealth, and she's not. It's not like Luann, where early season Luann with the Countess facade. She is pretty raw about her past, and so. What are they going to say? She doesn't tip well? She litters? She's a litter bug?
Litter bug.
They have...
Tamra Judge litters.
They have dash cam footage of someone watching her throw an energy drink can outside her Range Rover. Like, I don't think there's anything left to shock us with.
I mean, and the thing is that half of Housewives fans hate her. The other half, and then I would say the other half, 25% love her, and then another 25% are kind of like hate her. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and I'm in that 25% of love hate her. Like,
I respect her. I respect her. She inspires me. There are a few heads I want to get inside of. She's one of them.
Let you do that on your own.
See,
she scares me. I'm not inspired by her. She
what
scares
makes me want to get inside her head. I'm like, oh wow. See, I'm not a snob. It is not just Hiltons and Dubrows. I want to get inside her head. It's also Barneys and Judges.
See, maybe I would become a therapist so I could be her therapist. That would be interesting.
Oh, that would be fascinating. Can we offer things for free, like a free amateur, completely not legal session?
Maybe we should invite her to be a guest on the podcast. And just like,
I want to.
We want to pick your brain, like literally pick your brain, like.
The way she's just so quick. Oh, by the way, I've never met her or anything. That's why I think I can speak so openly about just like, I want to get inside her mind. Doesn't mean I love her. I just am like, she is excellent. Look, she's the sniper. We saw her. She's the.
Somebody put a comment on one of our promos and we're like, oh, you got your $30 gift card to something. And I was like, bitch, who do you think we are? We're more expensive than that.
Yeah.
Like, also, we can't be bought. Like, no.
$30 gift card, please.
Like, you weren't listening to us last season when we were ripping Tamra new ones. Like, we are just as fickle as like any Housewives fan.
I kind of very not so subtly over and over again lay out what my price is, and it's not a $30 gift card.
No. Just like, look, I like I said, I love the hypocrisy of Housewives, and I'm very much of the like, I will Some seasons I will love a certain housewife, and another season I won't, and also episode to episode. It just it's human nature, and this is also how reality television works too. You can't love somebody every season. You can't. And that's one of those things, and that's why we respect Tamra so much, is that she also realizes this and knows this.
In this moment, Jen swings suddenly into support of Tamra and says Gretchen has been doing for years what she accuses Tamra of. In that moment where she sees Gretchen going, the things I know about you that I won't say, it clicked for Jen that Gretchen might be a problem, or might be the problem too.
Yeah, I think they're both the problem. Exactly.
One last thing, but I guess we'll see more of it because this is a to be continued, right? Tamra leaves, but before Tamra left, this is where Tamra gets kind of close, but there's still like a couple feet between them. She wasn't poking her in the face, but she flips Gretchen off, and Gretchen grabs her wrists. And I was like, did you not see that? Gretchen grabs Tamra's wrists. Like, Gretchen's maybe a couple feet from her, and she's like, she's done that before to people to bait them, which maybe she does want a physical altercation. It would be a ratings bonanza. But it
would also get Gretchen off the show too.
And she goes like this, and Gretchen grabs her wrists like to hold her away. And I'm like, the thing with that is, since I don't know, I'm not HR, I'm not a lawyer. I was like, was that the physical engagement Tamra needed to smack her if need be? Technically, Gretchen's the one who physically crossed the line. I don't know the rules. I'm just saying, and Gretchen would never. Well, I'm sorry, Tamra would never. She's too smart, except for the wine throw. We know with Gina Kia, so she invented this game of housewife on housewife violence. I am just saying, was she trying to bait Gretchen into hitting her? Like, smack her hand away, and then they grab that Tomb Raider hair.
I guess in this situation, I will give. I'm not going to give Tamra that much credit in that I feel that she was so more in this area of like heart and like gut, and she wasn't in her head, wasn't thinking like I'm gonna bait. Like that would be more of a Teresa Giudice, like trying, telling somebody else to go pull to go tell Danielle Staub to go pull Margaret Joseph's hair because she's so angry at her type of thing. So but that's just me. I don't know, maybe I'm giving her too much credit then.
No. Well, I mean, it's a to be continued. We left. Tamra steps out, storms off, and
you will never see me again.
Yeah. The one thing, by the way, did you hear what Tamra said as she's leaving? She tells production, make sure to subscribe to Pretty Corrupt Podcast.
Oh, yeah. She did. She did. It was great. It was great that she yelled that out afterwards. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Tam.
And you should make sure that you subscribe to Pretty Corrupt Podcast wherever you get your podcasts, wherever, on YouTube especially. We're trying to put out twice a week. Make sure you're listening in the midweek because we do a Bravo breakdown. We just talk about some of our favorite,
the other stuff that goes on. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Well, on that note, adios.
It's always you. It's always you. Always adios.